guys. What do I want to talk about? I don't know. I just want to talk. What can I say? I'm an ENFP. I want to get my ideas out there. Regardless of whether they're actually useful or not. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll think about what I should make this video about. Alright, I'm so glad I can pause it and you guys don't have to wait for my really long brain process. Okay, I finally figured out what I want to talk about, and that is Maria from The Sound of Music, because she is an ENFP. At least from what I can see, she is definitely an ENFP, and that kind of explains why that probably is one of my favorite movies. Because it's like an ENFP movie. Okay. I don't remember it really well because I haven't seen it for a really long time, but I'm going to kind of like go through and talk about how that kind of aligns and how, just whatever. I'm going to get into it. I don't need to explain what I'm going to do. Except for they say that you should do that when you're doing, like, paragraphs or essays. Like, tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So, maybe I'll do that. Okay, sorry, rambling. Stick with me. This is my brain, an ENFP brain, not to be rifled with. Okay. So in the beginning of the movie, she is, spoilers by the way, if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this. In the beginning, she is in, I'm assuming it's a monastery? Whatever, she's a nun. And she's up on a hill singing, which is a very ENFP thing to do. Then we get to the song in which they say, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you pin her down? Basically, she's like a floating cloud, and she's really sweet, but she's just all over the place, which is very ENFP-ish. So yeah, so far, she seems like an ENFP. Okay, as we continue along, she doesn't want to leave, which I would chalk up to her sense of duty and introverted sensing, which makes her want to stay where it's the same, and it's been the same, and I think she probably saw a future in the monastery, or whatever you call it, as a nun. Probably mistakenly, but ENFPs kind of have to have, like, a goal or a future, just, yeah. Anyway. But finally, she is decided to go, and she's decided. So she's obviously feeling very insecure, but she starts singing, I have confidence. I have confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in rain. I have confidence the sun will shine again. Why can't you see I have confidence in me? Okay, very ENFP. She's obviously feeling insecure about it, but she's like, hey, I am for the experiences. I am going to do this. I am afraid, but I am going to get it done. And of course she gets to the doorbell and she hesitates, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, very ENFP-ish. We love to go and do challenges, and at the same time, got that little bit part of us going, ooh, this is scary. Wonder how I'm gonna do. So, she meets the children. She has a problem immediately with the way that they're treated, which is a very ENFP thing to do. Don't know why, just like, no, they're children. Treat them with love and kindness, not like animals. I don't remember real in depth, but I think she kind of like confronts, the dad a bit. I forgot his name. That would be extroverted thinking. She ends up toning it down and just working with the kids, but yeah. Anyway, so my memory is pretty foggy, but basically there's a lot of singing and dancing and making clothes out of curtains. ENFPs really don't have any... I don't want to say we have no fashion sense, because we can dress nice, but we have this kind of like, well, why can't we do that? We aren't quite as bound by social norms as some people, some personalities. We're bound by social politeness, but not things like, you have to eat with a certain spoon, or only make clothes out of certain materials. Yeah. So, Maria takes on this teaching role with these kids, but it's like a fun teaching role. It's kind of like she plays with them and teaches them. It's like she guides them to wonderful new experiences. And she does that by, like teaching them how to sing and have fun and whatnot. And she ends up getting in trouble for it, But what she does is still, I think, a good thing. Somehow. Anyway, so that happens. Let's see. The one girl falls in love with the mail carrier, whatever. I always liked that song. 16 going on 17. Okay, favorite things. My favorite things. This song came to me the other day. I was singing it when I was cleaning my car. And I kind of like had a realization while I was singing it. I was like, she is such an ENFP. Of course, I already kind of thought she was an ENFP. I just hadn't really, thought about it real in depth. But yeah, because she literally is singing about, like, when the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad. So she's having introverted feeling, right? I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. So that is obviously introverted sensing. She's remembering her favorite things. And, like, all the good memories and all the good things. And ENFPs, when we are stressed or sad, we get really sentimental, and we're like, oh, I remember that. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, I remember that. Okay, if you're friends with an ENFP, if they start getting really sentimental with you, like, oh, I remember when we first met. Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that crazy? Yeah, and then it was like, I hardly knew you, but somehow we became friends and blah, 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 blah. Okay, if she's doing that, she's probably stressed. Not 100% total, for certainly stressed. There's a chance that she's stressed or feeling down somehow. Because for some reason when we're down, we just want to remember all the good things. Which probably isn't specific to ENFPs. I'm sure other types do it too. But yeah, that's just kind of how we roll. Anyway, so there's that song. Trying to think if there's anything else. The other songs, pretty much just fun songs. So then we go through, she gets really attached to the kids really love her, which I think it's kind of easy to get attached to an ENFP if they are in a mother role, because I feel like we put a lot into our kids somehow, like, I don't know, because I don't have kids, but we really try to make a really strong connection with kids when we're around them, and kind of in charge of them. Anyway, so I haven't had time to analyze the love song. I must have done something good. Yeah, probably. It's probably like that ENFP idealization thing, like feeling, yeah. I think she's feeling really overly optimistic somehow. Somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Kind of like a disbelief. Like, not really disbelief, but like, man, this is actually happening. This is so amazing. And it's like, wow, in awe. I don't know what function I would attribute that to. This seems very ENFP-ish, though. So is that, let's see. They fall on them. Oh, my goodness. When she leaves, when she feels like she needs to leave because of the lady. No. Did he make her leave? I don't remember anymore. But, like, the way she reacted to that, like, oh, I have to leave right now. I have to get out of the way. I don't know. ENFPs have this weird thing where we feel like we need to, like, get out of people's ways somehow. Like, we outcast ourselves. Like, it's weird. It's like, oh, those two people are getting along. I should just leave. I'm unnecessary. I don't know what that is. So I don't know if that's how Maria was feeling. I know that was a little different because the guy was getting married, I think, to that lady, and that would be a little awkward. Yeah, I mean, more than a little awkward, but anyway. Yeah, so that's the end. Let's see. Happily ever after. Let's see. Then they have to run away. It's not really ENFP per se. I can see an ENFP doing that, though. Anything else? I need to pause this video and think, so you don't have to watch me think. I'll be back. I could probably do more analysis on this if I knew what type the guy was, but it's like, I don't really want to spend the time trying to type him. I mean, I could, but why? I don't need to. I'm over my typing compulsion of needing to type every character I come into contact with, for the most part. Not really, but yeah. So I think that's about it. Maria is an ENFP, and she's one of my favorite characters, and probably because she's an ENFP like myself. Kind of like a role model, kind of. I don't know. So, anything else? I don't know. Let me guys know what you think in the comments below. I mean, what are people? It's so funny. It's like, so post them in the comments above, in the comments to the side, in the comments in the sky, the comments on Twitter. Like, what are you gonna say? Sorry. Just momentarily critical. So, yeah.